All right, so let me just repeat this because this wasn't on the video. So we talked about this being a closed circle. Why was that?
Because it's equal to.
Because it has the line underneath it, okay? And then we also talked about going towards the left because it was pointing towards the variable, which is what we read. Okay, next problem is define, it says define a variable. What does that mean? Just pick a variable. That's really all it means, okay? So a lot of times we use the variable n, okay? So the variable n we could represent with a number, okay? So we have a number, which was n, decreased by, okay? And this is how you want to attack these sentences, okay? You want to kind of put it into pieces. So a number is n. Decreased by is subtraction. And then 9 is at least greater than or equal to 23, okay? So some of us, I think we need to focus on what words mean which symbols here, okay? Because that's important.
Wait, so when it says at least, it's?
At least it's greater than or equal to, because that's the lowest it can be. So think about it like that.
Okay.
Now, if I'm solving for this, that's pretty simple. What do we do to get n by itself?
Add 9.
Just add 9. And we're not flipping the symbol because we did not multiply or divide by negative. Okay? And it does not say to put this on a number line, so we don't need to put it on a number line. How would I read this, Emmanuel?
N is at least is greater than or
equal to 32. Okay. All right, next one we have is solve each inequality. Again, we're not having to graph, we just are solving. So here's the first one. Spread out here. We're solving for y, so how do we get y by itself?
Multiply 12.
Okay, so this is y divided by 12, so I'm going to multiply by 12 on both sides. Did you flip it?
No.
Why not?
Because we're not multiplying or dividing.
Because this 12 is not negative. That's the important number. Not the fact that this is going to be negative. It's the 12. So what we multiplied by. So we did not flip the symbol. That's very important. Okay, so that would be our answer. Y is greater than negative 48. Next one, also solving. Question? So this one we're also solving. Just making sure that we're still video. Okay. So how would I solve for n?
You have to divide negative 4 by 96, which is 16.
Okay, so I am dividing
24
by
16.
negative 4.
And now you switch the side.
Flip the symbol, okay? So 96 divided by negative 4 gives me what?
Negative 24.
Negative 24. But I flipped the symbol not because it's negative 24, but because I divided by negative 4. Okay, do we get that?
Yes.
Gina? Yep. Okay. So next one. This one I put in here because you're going to have one like this on the quiz. So they put this in set builder notation, which is just a fancy way of writing the answer. Okay? If I were to read this, it's for all values of x, x is less than negative 3. What you need to focus on is just the x is less than negative 3. Let's try to get a different color. Okay? So that's what it's asking for the answer to be. Okay? But it says which inequality does not have x is less than negative 3. So you might want to solve each one here to see which one does not give us x is less than negative 3. So if I were to solve this one, what would I do? Divide by negative 2.
And the x is at least. I mean.
Do we flip the symbol? Flip the symbol, so less than?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. So is that correct? That's
Yeah.
the same, so that's not our answer, because we want the one that's not x is less than negative 3. This one, the next answer, what would we do here?
Divide by 8.
Emmanuel,
And you would do divide by 8.
okay?
And then you would get 3.
And we don't flip the symbol, but we get -3 still, so x is less than -3, so that one gives us the answer. Okay, next one. Right here. Get that out of the way. What do we do to solve for this one?
Oh, you get the multiply by 3.
Okay, now for this one, this is something I want to bring it to your attention. If you have a fraction, okay, with a variable over a number, and it has the negative sign, okay, usually it has the negative sign in the middle, like that, okay? What I would strongly suggest doing to give yourself less steps is to apply the negative sign to the number. Because that way, you're just multiplying both sides by -3, you don't have another step, and you're done, okay? So I would apply the negative to the number. And what that tells us to do is multiply
Oh.
by -3. Now, if I multiply by -3, I have x. Do I flip the symbol?
No.
If I multiplied by a
Yes.
-3. Yes. So I get x is greater than -3. Is this the same as this?
No.
You will have a problem like this on the quiz. Always in the back. These are not the same, are they?
No.
Okay? So that's letter C. So C should be the one you choose because it doesn't have the same answer. Okay? Because it was saying which does not have the solution. Okay? So be very careful tomorrow when they ask you that. Okay? Next one, we're solving. Again, look at where they put the negative. Okay, we have x, and then the negative sign's in the middle, over 4. What would I do here?
You
You would add the 10.
Okay, we need to, thank you guys. All right, and I'm going to bring down negative and then x over 4. So I don't flip any symbols yet, I just added 10 here.
And then you do the 4 over 1, if you multiply the -4 by 2.
Ah, good. See, we have another scenario like I just said. So if it's a negative and you have a variable over a number, multiply by the negative number. Okay, make it negative. So, x, do we flip the symbol?
Yes.
Yes, because we multiplied by -4, is less than or equal to -80. Okay? Next.